Russell and Dave Brown, and we are right along ringside one more time with another big show lined up, David.
Oh, get ready today. In the studio today, George Barnes, Bill Dundee, Tracy Smothers, Rocky Johnson, Superstar Bubba, Big Scott Hall, and to cap it all, an 8-man tag team match, all of it coming up right here today.
Well, I'm going to tell you, we got that and about 8 total matches scheduled for the action today, so if we're going to get any part of it in and still have time for that 8-man, we better take time out right now. You stand right where you are. We're going to be back with action in just a moment.
Got a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match coming up here. And referee calls for the bell. There's no bell, so ding-ding, I guess we'll say, and see if we can find a bell here before the next match. George Barnes beating up on Ed Maddox. One-fall, 15-minute time limit. Not Keith Eric, I beg your pardon. Ed Maddox out of Memphis, Tennessee at 204. Look at Barnes, drops down with that upper arm. Barnes out of Australia, of course. He weighs in at 243 pounds. He picks Ed Maddox up in the air and power slammed him down to the mat. George Barnes. George always a bit irritated, it seems like. Fireman's carry by Barnes. He drops straight back. Ed Maddox hits the mat. Barnes follows. Got a count of 1, 2, and 3. George Barnes, the Australian, puts the victory together at 34 seconds over Ed Maddox. Maddox never really had a chance as Barnes went after him right from the start. Now Barnes kicks him out of the ring. And the winner in 34 seconds of action, George Barnes. Let's go back to Lance, who's going to be talking to Bill Dundee. Lance?
Okay. Billy, before you go to the ring, let me catch you out here, partner. I want to get you on the way to the ring here. You got a big match coming up, good-looking suit.
Thank you.
And, of course, we just heard from Australian George Barnes.
Oh, yeah, well, let me tell you, whatever George is saying ain't true, because he went around the whole world and told him they flung me out of the wrestling school. Well, that wasn't true, George. Then you told him they were going to take the belt off me, and you never did that. You told him you were going to out-wrestle me, and you never done that. Well, just let me tell you something, sport. I'm still an Australian, like I keep telling you, very proud of that. But the difference between me and 250 million other people that live here, I'm American by choice, and that's because I want to live here, and that's what I would like to fight for. If we got to go to war, brother, I'm going. I'm an American. If I got to zoom up Hiroshima by myself, I would go. But let me tell you something, Barnes, I don't think you would go. If the Chinese came across to Australian sandpans and flung them Sims at it, you wouldn't go to war, boy, because I think you lost it, George. I really think you lost it. So you're out here bragging. See, when somebody says how great you are, it's a compliment. When you come do it yourself, you're bragging. And you have bragged, boy, and you can't do it, because I still got the belt. And it ain't going to change no difference this week. I'm going to the ring with it, and I'm leaving with it. Because, George, I don't think you're a man no more. Boy, you're still Australian, and you talk a great fight, but I don't think you got it no more. So this little imitation American, as you call it, will walk to the ring with the belt, and he will walk back with it. So whether we're wrestling or fighting, it don't make no never mind. Because when it comes to wrestling, like I said before, technically, I think you and I are the best in here. Nobody can lace our boots at that. I'll tell you that right now. And when it comes to fighting, I'm as good as there is, Daddy.
Oh, there he goes to the ring. The superstar, Billy Dundee. Got a big match coming up. We'll be out for it. Davey?
Bill Dundee, the superstar, greeting the crowd in the ring. His opponent, Keith Eric, already there. Eric weighs in at 206 out of Memphis. Dundee, the Australian. But as he points out, he's American now. He was born in Australia. He's from Australia. A little politics there, Billy. This match is going to be one fall. 15 minutes will be the time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, in the ring. Keith Eric in the ring. Bill saying hello to the faithful. Referee Jerry Calhoun is saying, hey, come on, Bill, it's time for the match. Bill says, wait a minute. These nice folks here I want to say hello to. A little conversation there. Bill Dundee, pound for pound, maybe the toughest wrestler anywhere around here. He weighs in at about 214. The referee is saying, all right, come on, we've got to get it underway, Billy. Bill says, all right, here we go. I think there's any doubt he's got the crowd on his side. Superstar Bill Dundee. This match won fall 15-minute time limit. And now, here we go. The Superstar. First move is a good one as he puts Keith Hennig down to the mat. And he kind of popped him with an open hand, just as kind of a way of saying, I'm in control of this match already. Hennig, raked his fingers across Dundee's eyes, follows up with a broad arm across the back of the neck. And look at Dundee come out of there. Both fists doubled. Upper arm puts Hennig down to the mat. He picked him up by the hair, in the air, and a body slam. Dundee heads for the ring rope. He springs off there with a boot. Now it's 1, 2, 3. Well, the total time of the match was only 45 seconds. 45 seconds, the official time, as the Superstar Bill Dundee walks away from the ring with a victory. All right, now let's go back to Lance, who's has another guest with him.
Okay, David, I'll tell you, this is a real pleasure. Let me officially welcome back the man, Tracy Smothers. Tracy, by golly, it's been a while since you've been here. Sometimes you got to get away from home to finish your education, right?
Well, isn't that the truth? You know, Lance, when I first started in professional wrestling, they told me the old-timers said that 60% of it's mental and the other 40% is physical. Well, I never really knew that till I got out into the real world. That's what it's all about. I've been down in Florida, the Sunshine State, very successful tour down there.
I've been hearing great things about you.
Yeah. It's good to be home. I'm a Southern boy, Southern born, Southern bred. I'm guaranteed not to rust, bust, collect dust, bend, break, or splinter. Now, I've come back here. This is my home. This is where I was born. I was born here, raised here. I'm going to die here. There's a lot of tough competition. For all you big, bad, mean, and nasty individuals in the other dressing room, there's a new sheriff in town, and his name's Tracy Smothers, the wild-eyed Southern boy.
I hear your music. You better get on. The Southern boy, Tracy Smothers. David?
Wild-eyed Southern boy, Tracy Smothers. 1 fall, 15-minute time limit match coming up here. Tracy over the top rope. Keith Roberson, Tracy's opponent today. Roberson out of Memphis, Tennessee at 243. Tracy out of Springfield, Tennessee at 228. Referee waits for him to get the warm-up jackets off. Tracy Smothers against Keith Roberson. Roberson, big guy. Roberson with a weight advantage over Tracy. Look at Tracy work around behind him. Well, Roberson with a reversal. Not for long. Wow. Each wrestler reversing the hold of the other. Roberson. Tracy lets him go by, and down he goes, Keith Roberson. An arm lock. Tracy using Roberson's own weight against him. Roberson hit him right in the face. Now doubles up the fist and popped him. Tracy catches himself in the rope. Preston's coming out of there. Shoulders are down. Counts it 2. Only 2. Thought he had him. Tracy Smothers with the 2 count on Roberson. Roberson's a big guy. Not easy to hold him down for a 3 count. Another press by Tracy Smothers. 2. This time he got it.
Boy, that's a good win, too, Dave, because this guy is no easy target, this Keith Roberson. Tracy Smothers, the Southern boy, back with us, and we're delighted. We always said he had the physical makings of it, and now it looks like he's got it mentally together. We've got more action. We're going to take time out. Be back in just a moment. Evansville Coliseum Wednesday night, son of a gun. We got a dandy night of action up there. Well, I think you know by now, or at least you will if you haven't heard it yet, that we've gotten a couple of rulings from the AWA, and brother, one of them in particular is very important. The Prince has been suspended for 30 days wrestling action. Can't get in there and wrestle anymore. That's not going to stop him from being in Evansville, because Don Bass, Jerry Lawler will be going against each other for the Southern title, which was held up by the AWA, and it could turn out to be a most interesting evening.
Let me tell you something right now. Suspending the Prince ain't did nothing. Because if you thought I was poisonous, Jerry Lawler, in the ring, I am pure death, brother, when it comes to using my mind. Because I'm an intelligent man, and you're going to find out, Lance Russell, what I'm talking about. Because Jerry Lawler, everybody knows how you and your chump friends back down from the commission.
Oh, now wait a minute. They'll see it coming up here before long. That's your side of the story.
And I'll tell you, I'm going to be at ringside in that Southern match, and I'm going to have all the commission down there, and I'm going to tell you something, Jerry Lawler, you won't get nothing done that night.
Boy, you're looking for a war. That's it. Well, talking about a war, here are the Southern Tag Team Champions, Bad Company, Diamond and Tanaka. You got a war with the Nasty Boys.
Taking on two out-of-shape, fat geeks.
Okay, fine.
The
Keep
two
on
geeks
talking.
that we try to help, and they turned it down. Well, boys, you say you're nasty. The only thing nasty about you may be your breath and your body odor. We are the nastiest team there is. We are Bad Company. And we're going to come out on top as usual. And in the process, we're going to destroy two fat, ugly, disgusting slobs such as yourself right there in Evansville.
Well, partner, you may do it, but I'll tell you one thing. Wednesday night, I sure want to be right there to see it, because that is going to be a fight. Okay, the action will return to the ring here in just a moment. You know, I wanted to review for you some of the things that took place because of an ultimate ruling. We've got a couple of them from the AWA. First, I want to go back to, you remember the Price is Right match, and this is the point at which Jerry Lawler had put his title up. That is to say, that was one of the things that he had to pay in order to get with it. Now, let me tell you what happened. He wrestled immediately Don Bass following the Price is Right match. The Southern title was on the line, as we said. They had a special referee, Big Bubba, who was very important in the outcome of it. Let's refresh ourselves by taking a look at this. He could lose his hair right here. And Lawler from the top rope drills him. Big Bubba drops a leg on Don Bass. Count of 1, 2, 3. What is this? 15:51. Bubba dropped a leg on Lawler, then put Bass on top of Lawler and gets a 1, 2, 3 count. What was this? Big Bubba is the referee. Big Bubba just took the $5,000. Well, you saw it right there. Obviously, I thought that Bubba had attacked Bass, but it was Lawler he dropped it on. You saw the payoff that came out of it. Now, the AWA took the time for all the members to take a look at that tape in there, exactly what happened, and a ruling came down. Number one, the title has been held up. Don Bass does not have the Southern Heavyweight title any longer. The commission held up the title. And number two, they revoked the special license that Big Bubba had to referee. He will not be doing any refereeing. Bubba's license was revoked, and that is exactly what the AWA came out with. So that Bass is no longer the Southern Heavyweight title holder, and the title is up for grabs, and the King is the one who will be trying to get it back. Out with a beautiful new robe, Jerry. The AWA has come down with the rulings as we specified to the people.
Let me ask you this. First of all, I hear all of these people over here clapping and everything because you announced the rulings that they have first of all, held the belt up.
That's correct.
And then second of all,
belong to Bass anymore.
the title does not belong to Bass. But let me ask you this. Did they give the title back to me? Did they give the title back to me?
Well, no, but they held the title up, so Bass doesn't have the title.
Well, big deal. Then that means nothing, Lance. How can somebody who calls himself an official of the AWA sit there and watch the same film that everybody else just saw and not give me that belt back? How can they do that?
Well,
Tell me how they can do that.
The ruling, Jerry, has been made that the title is held up. You understand that. Now, it's a situation where
it's a situation where they did nothing, Lance. They did absolutely nothing. And they take away Big Bubba's license.
They revoked Bubba's refereeing license.
Well, that's like taking away my pilot's license.
I didn't know that you were a pilot.
I'm not a pilot. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He's not a referee. So taking away his refereeing license means absolutely nothing. What it means is that's another case of the AWA sitting back, and they got a bunch of big businessmen up there, and they look at these films, and they see what's going on down here, and they do absolutely nothing about it, and I'm sick of it. So what it means is I'm going to have to take things into my own hands. I'm going to have to straighten out the situation myself, and believe me, you're looking at somebody right now that's capable of doing it. And I'm going to start by getting things back in order. First thing I'm going to do is put that Southern Heavyweight Championship belt back around my waist where it belongs. And Don Bass, you're the man that you don't have the belt now, but no matter what, they might as well have let him keep it. Because all they did was hold it up. They didn't give it back to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with Don Bass, and I'm going to take that title away from you, fat boy, and I'm going to give you the beating of your life in the process. And then I'm going to go to Big Bubba, and then I'm going to go to this Prince, who's probably the brains behind the whole operation. 1, 2, 3, I'm going to get things back in order around here. If I have to do it myself, I'll do it myself.
Well, obviously, you can't make everybody happy with everything, and while I would have to agree with him that I think, of course, I'm prejudiced, I would have made a ruling the other way. The ruling did go. They at least did that. They held the title up, and they took away and revoked that license of Big Bubba. An incident that took place that was extremely important to the King, and I think that most of you can understand exactly why he feels the way he does, was the match with Curt Hennig, the world heavyweight champion. Lawler had his shot. I have never seen him more confident that he was going to be able to take the title away from the world champion, and he had things going. But an incident took place that I want you to take a look at, and I'm going to give you another ruling the AWA came down with in just a moment. First, let's take a look at the Lawler-Hennig match. Lawler to the second rope. Like Brickhouse Brown, dressed as a woman, pile driver. Lawler goes down. That is Brickhouse. Curt Hennig sees the situation with Lawler down after the pile driver. 1, 2, 3. 20 minutes and 38 seconds. Hennig retains his belt. Absolutely no question that Lawler had things going for him when the Prince came in there and interfered in the match. Now, the AWA took that into consideration, but there was another factor, too. The Prince had said in a match that he had scheduled with Rocky Johnson that he was sick and unable to make it there. Well, the AWA Commission took exception to the fact that he was not sick. He was there, and he should have had the match with Rocky Johnson, and for that they have suspended him for wrestling for 30 days so that he will not be bothering inside the ring anymore. He has been suspended for 30 days, and that is an AWA ruling that will be official, and you can better believe it is going to be enforced with the Prince, as he calls himself, being suspended for those 30 days. The two things, the one with Rocky Johnson and missing that match, and the second thing because of his flagrant interference in a world heavyweight title match with Curt Hennig. Now, speaking of the Prince, and the court jester, Bruno, coming out, and Don Bass, who no longer has that Southern heavyweight belt, suspended you.
Let me tell you, I hear you
From
talking all
missing
out
matches.
the side of your mouth, yin, this, yak, this. Let me tell you, the people don't want to hear none of that, what you talking about, man. Now, the real deal is, I'm not taking this land down, you understand? I got my lawyers at work.
You don't have any choice. They suspended you from wrestling for 30 days.
I can show you better than I tell you, fool. I got a choice. I'm suing everybody around here, you understand? I'm suing the commission. I'm suing the president. Because I'm going to tell you something right now, man. Just because even I get sick, you understand? Being the fine, healthy, black stud that I am, even I get sick. And I'm going to tell you something. I had 110-degree heat fever that night. There's no way I could have made it there that night.
That wasn't there. You weren't even there. Is that the idea?
Buddy. But I'm going to tell you something right now.
He wasn't lying anyway. That's an honest man right there, brother. He
That's
wasn't lying.
right.
Thank you.
But I heard she showed enough was fine and bad to the bone because Lord knows that the Black Prince would have been anywhere around. I would have had to try something with that fine sweet tenderoni that they told me about, man.
Yeah, well, I hear that big story about you not being there, and that wasn't you. And well, the commission took another exception to it. They said that you missed, you ducked the match with Rocky Johnson, you interfered, you suspended for wrestling for 30 days. Now, all your talk...
There's not a man alive that I fear, you understand? Let alone a backdoor boy, a backdoor nappy-headed, kinky, beady-eyed, liver lip, buck teeth, long neck sucker like Rocky Johnson. You think that I care anything about him?
I noticed you didn't get in the ring with him and battle him out. I know you were sick and laid up in bed.
Yeah, that's right. I'm going to tell you something right now. Like I said, my attorneys are on the case. I'm suing everybody. I'm not worrying about no suspension, man. I'm telling you right now, my man here got something right now. That's
well,
important.
he hadn't got the belt. That's one thing he doesn't have.
It's my belt, Lance Russell. That's my belt. They stole it again. That Lawler goes up there crying to everybody. That's my belt. I'm the people's champion, baby. All the time. When I get through taking that belt down there this week, I'm going to take that belt.
Just a minute, man. My friend. I just can't wait them 30 days. A suspension won't do me right now, boy, because I'm going to tell you something, Jerry Lawler. I want you bad, boy. I'm going to be like hot melted chocolate. That's right, baby. Like an almond joy that tastes so sweet. I'm going to kick you where the sun don't shine with both my feet.
You're not going to be wrestling.
Hey, let me tell you something right now, man. Don't nobody tell me what to do. Because Jerry Lawler says in the good book it's a sin to hate. But oh, I fall short before the glory of God because I hate you, Jerry Lawler, with everything inside me. And this thing has gotten real personal between me and you. And I want you out here right now. Come on out here, sucker, so I can knock you out. I want you bad, Jerry Lawler. You ain't never seen nothing like this before in your life. I'm badder than anything you've ever came against. I'm the black man that your dad always warned you about, sucker. So you better get ready.
Well, Don Bass is the one who's going to have to climb in the ring with him for the Southern heavyweight title out there. He's the one that'll have to face Lawler and face the wrath that Lawler's going to have.
Hey, bro, we're not worried at all. When I take that belt in, we're going to go out and play around. Hey, what is this right here?
You want him out? There he is right there. Rocky Johnson and Jerry Lawler. You're doing all the talking about it. Hey.
Some conspiracy or something.
Conspiracy?
See, you come on here and you call me all these names because I ain't here, brother. And you ain't nothing but an Oreo cookie to start with. And you up there running your mouth off, getting on the king, daddy. Now we're here.
Let me just tell you something. I know what you got in mind, Brickhouse. Yeah, please hold him back. I see how much trouble it's taking to hold you back. I know exactly what you got in mind. You're going to be out there and you're going to be at ringside with this big fat slob, and you think that you're going to distract my attention while he busts my brain out with that guitar Summer gets me from behind. Well, you got another thing coming, because all I had to do was ask my friend right here, Rocky Johnson, and he said he's going to be in my corner, and he'll take care of you, and that way all I got to concern myself with is you, fat boy, because I'm going to beat your brains out and take that belt. You do that for me, Rocky, right, brother? You just make one move, because I'll tell you what.
Let me go, boy. Let me go right now. Yeah,
don't hold him back anymore. You don't have to hold him back at all. We can get this thing. Come on. Don't let him hold you back. Just come on. Let's go right now.
You don't want to go again.
Come on.
gasoline drawn than to get in the ring with me right now. Let me tell you something, sucker. This is it. Now, what was that noise you was talking? Huh? All of that raw talk?
You got your whole gang here. You're a real tough guy, aren't you?
Slap my face right now. Come on. Lay it right here.
Boy, you really brave.
Looks like monkey with you right now. Come on, slap my face.
You guys just knock it off. Get out. We don't need to do that.
Right here, Lawler. Put it right there, brother.
Let me just say this. You're real tough when you're surrounded by all your goons. But you know, I would hope that I got a few friends in the back somewhere that if you want to make a move, if you want to have a little confrontation today, maybe other people got friends too. Hopefully. Say this. You want to have some problems? You want to have some trouble out here? You couldn't melt that chocolate drop and pour him on me right now. That's what I got to say. It's all even up. Let's get it on right now. What do you think, huh?
Hey, no. Hey, hold it. We don't need any more guys out here. The nasty boys. Okay, Billy, let it go. Hennig. Hennig. Come on now. Hey, this is getting out of hand out here now.
Wait just a minute. It's not going to be a war out here. You get over there, you get over here. The first man from either side that throws a punch, he's going to be fine, and he's going to be suspended. I'm telling you just like I'm telling them.
Tell him.
The first man throws a punch is out of here.
Now, you got that, and you got it straight. So, come on, let's hold it down for where it's supposed to be inside the ring. Now we've had a show of strength on both sides. Let's get them out of here now. We don't need any fighting out here. Come on, Jerry. Please, let's just hold it back. Rocky?
You think you came up with a standstill? I told you the can of kick butt. The can is open and it's poured over.
Okay.
You belong to me, sucker.
All right, Brickhouse. Take your commission and take it on out of here, and let's get them all out of here. Come on. Nasty boys, everybody. Please, Rocky, Jerry, let's just take it on back. Hey, come on, Billy. Now you're going to end up getting suspended. It's not going to be it. Save it for the ring, and let's take it on out of here. Thank you, Eddie. They're not out of here yet. Watch them.
Come on, let's go.
Nasty boys. Telling the Prince.
They said they didn't want to be on the Prince's side.
No. That's exactly right. They didn't want any part of him. They didn't want him telling them.
He's got that big mouth. But what he does, he lets that alligator mouth overload that hummingbird rear end of his. He can't get it done. You can't win no match with your mouth, and he ain't going to be able to get it done when I get in the ring with him, because this man right here is going to be all over him. I can assure you that.
Okay, we're going to take a break here while we still have something to take a break from, and we'll be back in just a moment. We got a bad, rugged situation coming up. I'm going to give you the entire card for Wednesday night in Evansville in just a second. First, I want to tell you that on September the 10th, Huntingburg, Indiana, championship wrestling coming to the Memorial Gym at 5th Street and Main. And on Thursday, September the 17th, Olytic, Indiana, at Olytic Community Center. Best of my knowledge, first time championship wrestling has been in there, and you're going to want to see it. We'll have more of the card as we get a little closer to it. Now, Wednesday night, Evansville Coliseum. Listen here, Tojo Yamamoto goes against Billy Travis in a single match. Mid-America title at stake when King Carl Fergie will be going against Jeff Jarrett. Superstar Big Bubba going against Rocky Soulman Johnson. AWA Southern Tag titles at stake with Diamond and Tanaka defending against the Nasty Boys. See that one by all means. And then a Southern Heavyweight title match, Don Bass and Jerry Lawler.
Another match coming up right here. Rocky Soulman Johnson will be stepping into the ring in just a moment. Right now, Lance going to try to catch him as he makes his way to ringside. Lance?
Okay, Dave, we're back here in the boogie session right now, Rocky. Pardon him. Rock.
He's catching on, man.
Yeah,
the cat's
man.
all right, Lance.
You're laying it down.
See, what we're talking about here and what we're getting down on. Now, you see, Jerry Lawler's a good friend of mine, and I like him. We had our falls a few years back, but that's in the past. I kind of like the dude now. He's a good old dude. But see, I know how bad he wants that Brickhouse Brown.
Yes, he does.
And you know how bad I want Brickhouse Brown. So what it's going to boil down to, me and Lawler got to have a foot race to see who gets to the Brickhouse first. Because, brother, I want that Oreo cookie just as bad as Lawler does. And between the both of us, Lance, I ain't saying I can do it all myself, but I can do my share because I can get down, you know that.
Well, he ducked out on him.
That's right, he ducked out. So now they want war, Daddy, and we can give him war. First of all, I'm going to start with Brickhouse. And then I'll go through his commission. I'll take the biggest one he got, that big goon. That's about 6'8", weighs about 250 pounds, best 600. Hey, that's fine, that's cool. But I ain't got nothing to do with wrestling, so bring it up. Put my music on, Lance.
I hear it.
Please.
I hear it right out there. You head to the ring, and we'll be right out after you. David?
Two-step there. The Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. He's out of Washington, D.C. He's wrestled everywhere in the world. 265 pounds he weighs in. Set to go on a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match here. His opponent in the ring right now from Arkansas, 240 pounds, Buddy James. Again, one-fall, 15-minute time limit. Referee is Jerry Calhoun. All right, got to wait for Rock to take the shirt off, and now we're ready. Soul Man against Buddy James. Buddy James, built kind of like Fireplug. He's short, but he weighs 240 pounds. Rocky with a 25-pound weight advantage on him and a sizable height advantage. Buddy James, the right hand, didn't work. Rocky Johnson fires him into the rope. Wow! Powers him down to the mat, counts at 2, count is 3. This match is over in 24 seconds. Soul Man has himself a victory here over Buddy James.
Big, quick win for Rocky Johnson. We're going to be back with the Superstar Bubba in action in just a moment here as Rocky heads on out.
Yeah, talk to the fans.
Nimble.
And he was quick, but that Jack for Dick.
Super Bubba.
Bubba with a little bit of a new look as he steps up to the ringside there. This match, one fall, 15-minute time limit. William the Freezer Thompson out of Arkansas, 270 pounds, going against from Miami, Florida at 407 pounds. Bubba, who wants to be known now as Superstar Bubba, in his corner. Bruno and the Prince. Superstar Bubba on the roof. Feeling Big William there. That's not easy to do.
Well, you got that right, but Bubba's just the man that's big enough to do it, too. Look at that jumpsuit that he has on. It's not literally a jumpsuit or wrestling attire. We saw him with that big red jumpsuit that he had. Look at him go. Oh, man, I believe that's it, Dave.
Well, it took him 32 seconds to do it. Big Bubba gets himself a victory here over William the Freezer Thompson. Again, the time on it, 32 seconds.
32 seconds and big action by Superstar Big
records being broke around here. The only superstar professional wrestling. Let me tell you something right now, redneck. I see what kind of man you are, but don't you know what you're getting yourself into, Jerry Lawler? Yeah, I know what kind of... You're going to have all your friends down there by ringside in that title match. And let me tell you something right now. You think all your friends going to jump on me? I'm going to have all the commission out there. And if anybody lays a hand on me, especially you, we going to beat you to death within an inch of your life, sucker. Tell them about it, Bubba.
Talk about this loudmouth Uncle Tom come out here talking about me being fat, big old boy, and you're not scared. The only brother I ever seen had to go to Arthur Murray to learn to dance. Yeah. Because the only soul you got on your whole body is on the bottom of your feet. But let me tell you something, brother. Oreo cookie, maybe you need to take a look up your family tree.
You biked, old boy.
Because the only thing under all this sweetness is the heart of chocolate, baby, full of soul.
Okay, Jerry Lawler, you got your big monkey with you. Now, let me tell you something right now, sucker. You're in a world of trouble, I guarantee you right now.
Well, Superstar Big Bubba and Rocky Johnson will get it on. That's enough. We're going to take time out, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Big Scott Hall stepping up into the ring. I tell you, let's take just a moment before we get this match underway and take a look at a tape that the Prince gave us. The newest members of the commission, the Knights of Darkness. Guess that's the Knights of Darkness. I'm not sure we know that much more about them now, except they're not the best-looking individuals I've ever seen. Knights of Darkness, newest members of the Prince's Commission.
We got a little complexion problem, one or two.
Yeah, to say the least. In the ring right now, one of the members of the commission, King Carl Fergie, set to go against, from Orlando, Florida, at 292 pounds, Big Scott Hall. In the corner of King Carl Fergie, it's the Prince, also known as Brickhouse Brown, and the court jester, Downtown Bruno. King Carl Fergie. He's out here wearing a crown, claiming to be the true king. Big Scott Hall. Moving him around the ring pretty good, huh?
I recognize the voice, Downtown Bruno.
Yeah. Scott Hall backed into a corner. King Carl Fergie really working on him with a fist in the boot. Boy, look at this. Big Scott Hall. That's an open hand. Now he builds him out of the corner. King Carl Fergie, a little slow, popping back up on his feet. Whoa, the Prince started into the ring. Scott Hall grabbed him. Bruno trying to get him out. Look out, here comes the mighty Goliath. And Superstar Bubba. This match is over. It's going to be a disqualification. But the two big guys both beating up on Big Scott Hall. Carl Fergie trying to get in a lick or two. Mighty Goliath and Bubba. Here comes some more folks. Billy Travis, Alan West, Mark Starr. And this one is over in a disqualification. Minute 5 to tie. The winner of the match is going to be, in his first appearance on Championship Wrestling, Big Scott Hall.
Boy, what a dandy he is. He was taken in there and all of a sudden turned around. He's ready to nail Travis and Alan West. He didn't know who was on his back.
That's true.
He's a man that takes care of his problems, and we're going to take care of our problem right at the moment. Take time out. We'll be back with action in a moment. action. Yowza, it's coming up, by golly, Wednesday night, right there in the Coliseum in Evansville. You're talking about a whale of a card. Every one of the matches is going to be something you'll want to be there to see. For instance, the Mid-America title match with Jeff Jarrett going against King Carl Fergie. Superstar Big Bubba going to have to face the Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. And here's one that I just got to see. AWA Southern Tag Championship match. That's right. Diamond and Tanaka putting it on the line against the Nasty Boys. And they were standing out here saying all they were going to do to the Nasty Boys.
Let me tell you, there's only one reason we're coming to Evansville, and that's to destroy Diamond and Tanaka. The blockhead Canadian and the stupid slanted-eyed Jack. Right. I'm telling you, we're the Nasty Boys. They're talking about we don't know how to wrestle. We come off the streets and we're coming off the fight, and that's what you're going to have when we push your face right in the mat and we take them titles from you. How are you going to like that? Bad company. Ha! I don't even believe these fools trying to ask us to join some stupid commission. What do you think about that joke? Are you kidding me? We're not going with nobody. We're nasty, we're on our own, we're by ourselves, we're going to take them belts off you pint-sized punks. That's all I got to say, Lance.
Well, we've been on our own for 15 years, living off the streets, living in sweat, tears, and blood, and now we come here, finally have a chance to go uptown, and they think they're going to take it away from us. Well, I don't think so, you bunch of morons.
That is going to be 1.5 to see. Now, of course, Jerry Lawler is going to be going against Don Bass for that Southern Heavyweight title. That may turn out to have 14 different guys on each side of the ring and a real shootout right there. But can you imagine? Diamond and Tanaka will be defending against the Nash. Diamond and Tanaka very confident they're going to beat them up and keep the... Well, that's why we're going to have the match Wednesday night as the action will be underway. This is one you got to be out and see it. Wednesday night, Evansville. You know, we had a situation a little bit earlier in here when the commission guys came out here and they were all prepared to jump Lawler and Rocky Johnson. And then Jerry got some of his friends out here and all. The kind of an interesting thing that took place was that the last couple of guys to come out were the Nasty Boys, that's Jerry Sag and Brian Knobs. And they were kind of standing in the middle there, and I'm not too sure I trust those two guys, but...
Well, that's true.
What happened is you told me that...
well, I heard the Prince was saying, come on, Nasty Boys, come on, and they're saying, look, we don't want to be on your side. So, yeah, that's...
Well, I know one reason that they wouldn't is because of Tanaka and Diamond, and I wanted to recap a little bit of what happened with Tanaka and Diamond. You know, there have been several instances where Tanaka and Diamond have jumped into the ring, and one of them, they felt like, that was their own opinion, and I wasn't going to argue with them, that it cost them the titles, as a matter of fact, the AWA title. Let's take a look at some of the action that took place in that particular situation. And the referee almost got caught in between that one. Down on the floor goes Travis. Here comes Tanaka and Diamond, and the Nasty Boy, Brian Knobs, trying to keep them out. Knobs from behind Star, and here comes Alan West. All four of them in the ring now, going at it. Knobs on West, and Mark Star banging away and trading licks with Jerry Sag. What is this? Here comes the rest of the commission. Tanaka, Diamond, Goliath, Super Bubba, and Bruno.
Yeah, we got a disqualification. Referee
Yeah, well, that's exactly what happened. We had the interventions in both sides of it, but it was started by Tanaka and Diamond. You saw in that last clip in there the fact they jumped in the ring and jumped Tanaka and Diamond, the Nasty Boys. Okay, we got a great 8-man tag match coming up here on Championship Wrestling, and the multitudes have assembled, Dave.
I tell you what, it's going to be hard to keep up with the action with all these guys in here, 8 of them, introducing at a total weight of 949 pounds, Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka, the Mighty Goliath, and Don Bass. And going against them at a total of 931, Billy Travis, Mark Starr, Alan West, and John Paul. This match to the expiration of time. Downtown Bubba bringing the Southern Tag belts over here for safekeeping. Not wanting anyone to steal them. All right, referee says let's get this one going. Mighty Goliath, 414 pounds where it starts against Billy Travis out of Lexington. Oh, Mighty Goliath steps out. It's Pat Tanaka starting. West literally picked Pat Tanaka up 3 feet over his head. He just kind of threw him straight up in the air.
He's a strong one, isn't he?
He sure is. Paul Diamond in there now. Look out, look out. Everybody's in the ring. You got Don Bass in there. You got everybody, all 8 of them. Here comes Paul Diamond out. Alan West follows him down onto the floor. Travis and Don Bass battling on the floor. Look out, everything is migrating down to the concrete floor.
Nobody's in the ring but the referee.
Referee counts everybody out. Everybody counted out in the first fall.
Not a member of either team inside the ring at the count of 10 when the referee stopped. We're going to have to check our time here and go to a break. We'll be back with this action in a moment. Was the referee when he counted them out.
It's tough to keep order in an 8-man tag match, and he just couldn't do it. Finally, he did all he could, counted them out, says nobody wins the fall.
And particularly when you have amongst the 8 guys some personal feelings that you've had some previous matches and things that really bring out the best or worst, however you want to look at it. Hey, I hear something tells us we got to get away. We'll see you next week, and until that time, for Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.